The Power Rangers Reignition toy line is going to be hitting the UK very, very soon. So yay, rejoice, because maybe it's going to be a worldwide release, or maybe we get them before America. I have no idea, but I'm here to bring you the news about this and have a look at one or two pictures to be like, hey, is this worth it? I'll let you decide. I am just going to talk about it. The Power Ranger toys are going to be coming in August in the UK, which is actually kind of cool if you want to be collecting them. Now, I know quite a few people want to collect them and actually own them to add in their collection, or just generally buy them for the kids. Either way, August time. Now, if you want to be kept up to date with Power Ranger news about the toy line and other Power Ranger related topics, then hit subscribe, as I'm trying to reach 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and all your help would be generally appreciated. I would thank you very much. So please subscribe. So I was sent some pictures, some high-res stuff that I put over on Twitter if you wanted to have a look, and I will actually say, I generally think that their kind of like their diorama that they've got, their stage, their set or whatnot, actually looks kind of cool. I probably would have just moved the tail for the saber-toothed tiger out. But yeah, I generally think that this looks kind of cool, and if I was to have a set or like kind of build up rocks, I would probably have this because I generally really like sets. So we can see here that they're all really nice. They do look good, and maybe that's just the photo. I will not know until I actually see these in hand, or if I go out and buy them and see them in the wild. Megazord looks kind of cool. I wasn't quite sure if you could properly pose it, but yeah, it looks kind of awesome, and it kind of looks like it would look kind of cool. And as Craven Spidey says, oh my god, the photographer actually remembered to flip up the shoulders, and I was like, they learned. But I'm glad they learned from their mistake, because previously in photos they were all down, and I probably would have changed that photo. On to the next one is this kid playing with the Black Ranger, which looks kind of cool. And yeah, and I've always said that they should just generally have the blade blasters closed. It makes perfect sense to have two. Like, if you're going to do blade mode and then you're going to do gun mode, then just have standard in the holster mode. And this is obviously the packaging that we've seen, and I will say that the packaging I think looks really good. I probably would have put it in the line of where they morph. So, you know, it's like pterodactyl, mastodon, whatever it is, like that sort of like way. I think that would be kind of cool. So yeah, if you're going to do it, just add one more, like, oh, it's a cheeky surprise. Over here on the Smiths website, we can see that there are tons of stuff. Like, we can see the entire line for their first wave, the Power Morpher, the Dragon Dagger, the Megazord, the ultimate one basically, Blade Blaster, and then all the Zords right there. It's exactly that. And we got some pops, which again, I wish they had the Ninja Megazord, because that's the one I would probably get. So let's have a brief look at all of these, and we can see here is the Power Morphers Power Ranger set. And yeah, we've got the kid holding the Triceratops, then we've got the Tyrannosaurus, and then we can see that that's how you put in the coin. Now, one thing I've noticed is, and I don't know why they've got it, is what is that little kind of point up here? Like it's kind of weird. Like, it's not the power coin. I never noticed that, because yeah, maybe it's so that you can take the coin out. You think that they maybe would have put an injection unit, which the other ones have done all the time, but it just says that you get the Power Morpher. It's 40 sounds and phrases, lights up, and it's a belt clip, which is kind of cool. I just generally wish that they kept it exactly the same as the original, because it would have made more sense. Next we have the Dragon Dagger, and yeah, it looks kind of okay. I think it should have been turned around so you can see the front part of it, which is obviously the unique selling point. And yeah, sound plays music, it plays sounds, fantastic. This one comes with 15 iconic sounds and phrases, so I'm generally kind of interested to see what happens with that one. Then we have the Ultimate Megazord, which comes with 15 plus sounds and phrases. Now, generally to me, I would have thought that it would have had a lot more, considering the actual price, and the fact is that you can't take this apart whatsoever. So to me, I generally thought that this would be a much bigger thing. But 15 sounds and phrases, and it lights up, and it's on the chest. So yeah, that's all right. The Blade Blaster. Okay, yeah, cool. You know, cool action poses. Comes with the I think someone showed how to like kind of use this on another video, and yeah, it looks all right. The Blade Blaster, I think, out of all of this, looks like the coolest thing, like 100% the coolest thing. So it has 20 like sounds and phrases, which I generally think would be interesting to hear, because what could you put in there? I just hope it's not going to be a recycle of the previous ones, where it's like you get the phrases in the Morpher and the Megazord and the Dragon Dagger, and they're all combined into here, into the Blade Blaster. But again, interesting to see how they do it. The box art, again, looks kind of cool, so we'll see. Saber-tooth tiger, again, about 8 inches that way, or is it 8 inches in total? Okay, so it's not coming with anything, it's just basically has a missile launcher, which, fine, that's cool. I think that happens in the show, not with missiles, but obviously it fires from the tail, which we've seen. But from looking at the pictures, I generally think it looks kind of cool. Like, the Zords look very, very basic, but still kind of iconic because, hey, I grew up with this. So yeah, it looks kind of awesome. It's like, this is the part you need here. And we have brand new art, which I generally don't know why we had new art. I think using the old stuff would have been kind of cooler. The Triceratops, which has a unique blaster thing. Okay, cool. Cool. I think it looks all right. This, I think, does it actually have like painted like stuff in the show? But either way, it's as simple as it is. You know, it's all part there. Okay, cool. Now the pterodactyl, at least for the price, I'll talk about the price in a minute. But seeing this here, I think, yeah, you get a little bit more for it, because I think they realized that just to have this, oh, you'd have to give it something kind of like big. You'd have to give it something. I love the way it's just smiling like Quagmire. And obviously it's the chest piece. Again, no, this should be up. This should be up. No, don't ruin it. You see it here. But yeah, I generally think getting all the 5 ranges included is probably the best option to make it worth the price. Now the T-Rex is probably one of my favorite looking ones from all of them, so I would probably get this the most out of all of them and just have it on the side. I think it does look kind of cool. And yeah, it looks awesome. It does kind of remind me of the previous one from Bandai. So maybe they've done a really good point, and I just hate the fact that this is all down. But this part looks really, really cool in my eyes. As much as I'm not a fan of Austin, I do generally think this is probably one of the cooler designs for the, out of most of the Zords. And again, it's all in there. Which one comes with a sword? Is it the Mastodon? Yeah. The Mastodon. Yeah, so it's the Mastodon. Now, I probably wouldn't include the sword. I would have added this with the pterodactyl, at least. That, to me, is what's probably better. But yeah, I think it looks kind of cool. It looks awesome. I really like the paint application that they've done. It kind of really suits it. Yeah, I think that actually looks kind of cool. I'm going to talk about the price on this one. I feel like a lot of this is kind of a little bit overpriced, especially like kind of looking down at the kind of like the Zords, at least £20 for the Zords. I've just realized we've not actually seen the figures listed just yet. Let me just double check. No, it's not been updated. But I generally think £20 for each Zord, and this is something that I'm going to release another video on, talking about like Hasbro, and now Playmates have kind of added in. But I generally think that if you're paying £20 each one, this may not do very well. Now, again, new line, everyone may buy this up. I feel like this is the same move that Hasbro did, and fair dues if people want it, if people don't. But again, like, I think people would only pick up their favorite one, and I don't think it's going to be like, oh, this needs a friend. And this needs a friend. So I think this is just going to be people are going to pick up, like, say, the Dragon Zord when that drops. Then you've got the T-Rex, and then that's going to be it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to outsell everything. If it does, absolutely cool for what it is. But time will tell. And I'm going to be very interested to see if this is going to be in shops and how different ones are going to open. Like, I'm very kind of interested in this. I think this is just going to be a Smith's exclusive, because the other toy shop that I normally look at has, doesn't have anything listed for this line. So I'm thinking that Smith's is going to be the only one that you can really get this at. Maybe the Entertainer, if you're in the UK, are going to like stock it at some point, but I don't know at this moment. With bringing this video to a close, let me know which ones that you're going to be picking up. Again, it doesn't really matter if you're in the UK or not. Let me know down below in those comments, and let's discuss. And while you're down there, why not hit the like button and subscribe, as I am trying to reach 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So thank you very much for listening and watching. and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。